The Galactic Council meeting chamber fell silent as Admiral Vox approached the podium. The representative of the Thoraxian Hive Collective adjusted his translator and surveyed the assembled delegates from 57 spacefaring civilizations. The Raor. Human vessel has been detected entering the Proxima system, Vox announced, his exoskeleton clicking nervously. Just one ship, as predicted. Murmurs rippled through the chamber. A single human vessel shouldn't cause such alarm among the most powerful coalition in known space, yet the tension was palpable. Ambassador Liu of the Crystalline Dominion rose. What class of warship? How many weapons signatures? That's just it, Vox replied. It's not a warship, it's a diplomatic vessel, unarmed. The chamber erupted. Some delegates laughed in relief, others shouted accusations of fear-mongering. Grandy, Minister Talek of the Ancient Myriad, slammed his staff against the floor, restoring order. You forget. Talek's voice resonated through the chamber. The humans do not need warships to wage war. The laughter died instantly. 3 centuries had passed since humanity had last engaged in interstellar conflict. The galaxy had enjoyed peace since the Treaty of Arcturus, when humans had voluntarily withdrawn to their solar system, content to develop their civilization in isolation. Few living beings had witnessed the human-Drasky War firsthand, but every schoolchild across 1,000 worlds learned of it. Historical records documented how the technologically superior Drasky Imperium had attacked Earth, expecting an easy conquest. The humans had been outgunned, outmanned, and surrounded. By all tactical assessments, they should have surrendered immediately. They didn't. What followed was known in galactic history as the Awakening. We all know the stories, Vox continued, but perhaps we've grown complacent, believing them to be exaggerated. They are not. My ancestors fought alongside the humans, not against them, and still they feared them. On the display behind him, footage from the ancient war played. Ordinary human soldiers, when cornered, manifesting impossible abilities, their eyes glowing with unnatural light. Technological prowess that seemed to materialize from nowhere. Military strategies that defied conventional analysis. Human military historians call it hyper-adaptation. The scientific advisor Talon added, under sufficient threat, their neural pathways reconfigure, their bodies change, their minds transcend normal limits. Our xenobiologists believe it's an evolutionary adaptation from their unusually dangerous homeworld, dormant until needed. Ambassador Krell of the Republic of Unified Worlds scoffed. This is all ancient history and mythology. Their ship is here for peaceful dialogue, as they've communicated. We should welcome them. With respect, Ambassador, Vox replied. You aren't listening. Humans are not like us. They harbor gods of war within their minds, slumbering until threatened. They don't choose this transformation. It happens instinctively. The reason the galaxy fears humans is not because they are aggressive, but because, if pushed to war, they become something beyond our comprehension. The recorded footage showed a lone human soldier, backed against a wall by Drasky forces. As energy weapons converged on her position, something changed. The soldier's movements became a blur. Her tactical decisions became prescient. Equipment failures around her mysteriously repaired themselves. One human defeated an entire battalion. This pattern had repeated across every battlefield. Ordinary humans becoming extraordinary. Not all of them, but enough. The Drasky never stood a chance. The Human Diplomatic Corps is requesting permission to dock, announced the communications officer. Their envoy is named Thomas Reed. Grand Minister Talek nodded gravely. Permit them to dock, but remember our protocols. No threats, no shows of force, nothing that could be interpreted as hostile. The humans themselves may have no desire for war, but their biology cares nothing for their conscious intentions. As the council prepared to receive the human envoy, junior diplomat Neri approached her mentor in a corridor outside the chamber. Master Zolat, I don't understand, she whispered. If humans are so dangerous, why did we establish contact with them again? The old diplomat sighed. Because isolation creates its own dangers. Because knowledge and trade benefit all. And because, he hesitated, the galaxy faces threats greater than humans. The void hunger grows at the rim. The quantum schism widens. We may need them. Need their war gods, you mean? Neri said. Precisely. But we must be careful. Awakened, humans are as dangerous to their allies as to their enemies. They cannot distinguish friend from foe once fully transformed. That's why they isolated themselves. Not to protect the galaxy from them, but to protect themselves from what they become. The diplomatic vessel docked with perfect precision. The airlock cycled, and a single human male emerged. He wore simple attire, a blue uniform without decorations or weapons. He appeared physically unremarkable by human standards. Medium height, middle-aged, with graying hair and laugh lines around his eyes. Yet every being in the reception area felt a primal shiver of recognition. Here walked a creature whose ancestors had once turned the tide of an impossible war through sheer evolutionary will. Greetings, Thomas said, voice warm and posture relaxed. On behalf of Earth, I bring messages of peace and cooperation. Grand Minister Talek stepped forward. Welcome to the Galactic Council, Envoy Reed. We receive your message with gratitude and reciprocate your peaceful intentions. As formalities were exchanged, Neri couldn't help but stare at the human. He looked so ordinary, so harmless. Yet within him slumbered capabilities that had once brought a mighty empire to its knees. The slumbering deity of war smiled warmly at the gathered delegates, completely unaware of the power he carried within, the power they all prayed would remain dormant for another 3 centuries to come.